think about inclusivity, I think about, well, why is that needed? Sometimes I think, okay, so I'm creating a little workshop or a little mini session or a dialogue on how to not be an asshole, for instance. You can cut that out if you want. But really it comes down to who is being excluded and why is there a need? What does that mean? Is there a main aspect of people who are included the most? Can we actually extend all of our practices to include absolutely everyone's particularities? We really can't. But what we can do is establish core values within ourselves that we operate from and model to others, and then create spaces within that group setting that we are creating. And so what I would suggest, and what is a friendly tip, would be to establish your own grounding in who you are and where you come from. What is that dominant story? What is held within that dominant narrative that would even be able to exclude others, right? And so if that is, belief about what is right, what is superior, go into your own ethnocentrisms, because at the end of the day, we've all been socially conditioned. It's a beautiful skill and asset to be able to unpack what your own conditioning is, and to do so in a non-defensive manner, even with the friendliness of yourself, with that safe space and container of your own self-reflection. Because no matter where you are in your position and power that you occupy, and in the job that you have or the teaching role that you have, we all can do that work, and that is all on all of us to do that work.
So at Langara, in our, we're called Teaching and Curriculum Development Centers, Teaching and Learning Center, we are lucky to work with Indigenous curriculum consultants. And part of what we've done is we've really tried to honor that commitment and have everyone involved in the work. We realize that that's an undue burden to put upon just the one or two, if you're lucky, if you get one or two Indigenous people who can help with that work. And so we've really tried to understand as a team that work. And then actually the part which is great for us as a group, we've tried to have, led of course by our Indigenous curriculum consultant, have Indigenous practices in some of our meetings. And it's been eye-opening to try to break down some of the colonial hierarchical structures that are here in Western education and institute those Indigenous practices. And not that there was pushback from within the group, but it was just really pushing everyone out of the comfort zone, and then you're within very constricting institutional structures. So it's interesting to try to break those down, even with a team of the willing who are sympathetic and wanting to do the work.
No, I think it's very important to understand the community that you're working with. And so one of the things that I've done to promote inclusive community within the college is to really get to know the faculty and staff that are working with me, and that I'll be partnering with through this professional journey that I'm on with them. And so something that we've really done is really emphasize that idea of community by gathering the faculty cross departments to share ideas and to share their expertise in their field that they're working in, because nobody knows the classroom better than the teachers themselves. So that's where we've started. And so I think that that's kind of one of the key points of building an inclusive community within the educational field.